Thanks for joining us today. It's a very special day in the Porter household since this is our 6th wedding anniversary. We made an Amazon playlist of all the songs that were important in our wedding, and we're going to listen to those. When Jeffrey goes down for the night, we're going to watch a movie together. We plan on going through some photo albums. We plan on going through, what else do we have? The programs, everything that we have. You know, sometimes it's good. The wedding planner. Allie kept all that. And sometimes it's good for you just to go back and know where you came from, know where you started. And that's one of the best things we can do.
These songs are stuck in my head for days. For days. They are. He has been topsy-turvy lately because he's trying to stand up on his own. And then he ends up getting boo-boos. But he does love these tools that we got from my Aunt Lorraine. And I used to actually play with these with my cousin when I was little. So that's kind of cool. But he just loves playing with them. Yeah. What do you have to say for yourself, little boy? I just think it's kind of cool to have toys from when you grew up, and I know I don't like to collect things and just have clutter, but I do like to have stuff from my childhood or things that remind me of my childhood to show my child one day. And so having these tools is just really cool. It brings back memories, and they're really cool. Jeffrey, let's show him what the tools do. You want to play with that one? It's really cool because it actually locks and unlocks. I just like interactive child toys rather than just plain old plastic. Nothing to do with it. Right, buddy? You like interactive toys? So, Charlie just went to go get food because our mom bought us lunch. Thank you, Mom. And we're just hanging out.
Jeffrey's asleep, not staring at toys anymore, staring at the back of his eyelids. So we decided to take this opportunity to actually go through some of our wedding planning book. So we got the original guest list. How many people were we first going to invite?
I don't know, but this is a mess. I don't know how we kept track of who's coming and who's going.
I know we ended up with like 200 people is what we decided on.
Yeah. And then this is all the where we stopped to see different venues.
Ultimately, we decided to go with this place called Enchantment that we didn't know was attached to this company called Crank's Catering.
Right.
The application to get married.
Yeah. Wedding registry stuff. Just a bunch of all it.
Today's kind of been an uphill battle with Jeffrey. Seems like whenever we go to do anything, he either wakes up from his nap or needs to take a nap. So we've kind of gotten a slow jump on the day, but we were able to get through dinner, play with him for a little bit, kind of just hang out. But, I mean, that's quarantine life, right? That's what we're going to do. And then after this, we're going to go have a movie night upstairs. And then we're going to have bumpy cake and ice cream.
What's my favorite vacation we've been on?
So I know that it's Disney World because we go there all the time.
You're on the right track.
But I'm trying to think of what trip because we've done, we've been, how many, like nine times? I'm going to say it's the Christmas trip where we flew down on a whim, went to 2 Christmas parties, went to the first ever Animal Kingdom After Hours event.
And saw a rat.
And saw some big rats. It was disgusting.
We screamed
Disney,
and ran.
Yeah, Disney rats are huge
Cast
and
members
loud.
were like, "Are you cold? Is that why you're running?"
No,
we saw a rat.
So what's my favorite trip that we've been on?
California.
Yeah, you're right, absolutely, because I want to move there too. That's not a secret, and that's a big argument that we have every couple weeks is that I want to move to California. Well, maybe one day. I love everything about that trip. There was just something totally different about going to California for me where it felt like I'd finally been somewhere that, yeah, it's brand new. We'd never been to California before, but it finally was like a place that piques all my interests, and that's why I want to move there.
What's your favorite memory of us?
We have this great photo. I was the only one awake, and God, we had been awake for 2 days at this point. Because you were in labor for 36 hours, right?
Mhm.
And you and Jeffrey were both asleep, and Jeffrey was bundled up in his little whatever that fish tank looking thing is, and he was nice and warm, and you were like finally asleep, resting after the whole thing. And I just sat there and was like, "Oh my God, this is my son, this is my wife," and I just love them. I remember just being so overwhelmed with just
You're making me cry.
with just love and respect and admiration for you. And he was just so stinking cute because he's fat cheeks. He's like 10 pounds, and you guys never knew. You wouldn't have known unless I took those pictures, and it was just. It's one of the best pictures that we've ever had of our entire family, and it's just amazing. And I think that the other one with just you have been when we road tripped, because like when we first got married, I was not really making anything at all, so we didn't have enough money to fly, and so we had to drive. Those road trips are just very special to me.
All right, I have two, just like you. One with just us, and one with us. But I had Jeffrey with me, but you didn't know it. So it's when I took my pregnancy test and he was on his way home from work, and he didn't know it, but it was a positive test. He didn't even know I was taking the test. But when he came home, I got to tell him that I was pregnant. That was their best, one of my favorite moments, is telling him I was pregnant. So I came home from work, and I was holding my pee for like 4 hours at work so that it's correct. The test was correct. Then I come home, I race in, take the test. Took the test, it was positive. I screamed. Henry came right in the bathroom thinking something was wrong with me. I told Henry, and then I had already ordered this sign that says, "Having you as a husband, there's nothing better than having you as a husband other than our baby having you as their dad." And you hang the test on that sign. And so I had to wrap it up really quick. It just was a mess because I had to find a ribbon and tie it up and put it on there.
Yeah, because we both worked in downtown Detroit at the time, and we worked across the street, and you got off work. We didn't
drive together that day.
No, and you got off work like 10 minutes before me.
Right. My other one is we're in Disney, of course, and we're eating at Tony's, the spaghetti place, Tony's.
Oh yeah, Tony's Town Square.
Yeah, Tony's Town Square. We're eating there. There was an electric parade going by. We were finishing up dinner, and we were like, "Let's skip the parade." Do you remember this? Let's skip the parade and run to Splash Mountain and get in line because everyone's watching the parade. And okay, our bellies were full of spaghetti. Like full of spaghetti, noodles, and water. And we're like, "Let's go on Splash Mountain." We're like, okay. And the fireworks were happening later, like soon after the parade as well. I remember us going to the top of the mountain and looking, and you see the castle lit up and the fireworks. And it was like we had the best seat in the house for the fireworks that night.
For like a split second.
But it was the best.
I distinctly remember that.
And then it just went down. I think of it so often.
Okay, what's your least favorite thing that we've done?
Losing our luggage at Disney. We did the Magical Express.
Yes,
and they lost our luggage. And we're like, okay, no big deal. Like, they'll get it to us, whatever. We're not going to worry about it. Let's just go about our time, have a good time, and try not to think about it. Because they normally get our luggage back within, like, a few hours. They, like, misplace or whatever. Well, then they were like, well, we called the airport, and they can't find it. We're going to call the Detroit airport to see if they have it. So we're just going to give you guys, like, like $50 each to go to Walmart and get some clothes.
Oh, and they paid for a taxi, which was weird. And
the taxi driver was falling asleep.
That was one of the scariest things that's ever happened to us. I keep thinking about Bumpy Cake.
Okay, Diana.
Yeah, I think we should go eat Bumpy Cake. So this is our upstairs. We're going to watch a movie to cap off the night. Got this pull-out couch from IKEA. Because I had this dream of having a room. We actually used to have our bedroom upstairs, but we moved it down this summer.
I want you to know we can make it together.